Well, hiya guys and gals. So it's been a little over a month that I've had this bike, and I wanted to show you some of the things that I have done. I had a USB port installed. Actually, it's just an outlet, and I had to buy a little contraption to fit into it. Let me show you. See, this just comes out and then push it back in and you're good to go. So I had to have that. This is a telferizer, comes from the UK. It fits right into the fork stem, and then I just have a RAM adapter and a quad lock mount. Yes, I went with quad lock. Don't ask me why. No big deal, but I did. Had to have some tank grips and a tank pad. I have also added, these are OEM Kawasaki frame sliders. And they call them frame sliders, and if you do crash, they are going to provide some sort of protection. But their main purpose is if the bike tips over for some reason. Maybe you think you have your kickstand all the way down, but it's not. Ask me how I know. The Evotech radiator guard, I think that's a must on any bike that you buy. I know that I said I would probably leave that hideous fender. And the reason I was going to leave it is if I would go on day trips or if I would travel at all and get caught in the rain or ride in the rain, I would rather not have that spray come and rest itself on my back. However, I do like to work on my bike, and in doing so, I found out using the paddock stand with that hideous fender that protrudes out to about here, trying to get your bike up on that paddock stand, the handle would just keep hitting it, and it was driving me nuts. So I had to get rid of it. So I went with the Moto Dynamic fender eliminator, and I also went with their tail light. It's an integrated tail light. So you see that? Now those lights blinking, that's only because of the camera. Trust me, it's solid, absolutely solid. I think it looks great. And check out the brake light. I think you'll be able to see it. It oscillates a couple times. And then there are the hazards. So everything looks good. So those are the things that I've done. Things that were necessary for me to do. The Evotech radiator guard, an absolute must in my opinion. The frame sliders, I think they're a must. The tank grips and tank pad, for me, they are a must. The fender eliminator kit, because I like to work on my bike, yes, that was a must. What do I think about the bike? It's awesome. I have absolutely one complaint, and that's it. The rest has been a really, really good ride. I'm enjoying it immensely. The one thing I think Kawasaki should do with this bike is provide a USB port. It's a sport touring machine. They provide the access point for it. Why not just throw one in there? My 1 month review, fantastic. Couldn't be happier with this bike. It's everything and more that I thought it would be.